we can't sing like just like having a sleep. We've got sometimes it's work. It's not just easy. You got to work. You got to do some work. Hi, Sarah here from Singer's Advice. Well, thanks for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell to be notified when I post a new video, and you can grab your free vocal course by clicking the link below to really get great pitch, power and tone, and you can start that right now. So if you're struggling with a kind of a airy voice when you get up high, then we need to get those vocal folds together. We want that connection. Now I've got connection in my higher range. Yeah. Instead of it sounding like this and it being really hard work and it not having any power. So the difference between those two things are vocal folds are more connected when we get the clearer tone. Vocal folds have kind of got a gap, letting the air flow through when it's airy. So we've got to get them to come together. How do we do that? Many different ways of doing that. But a good way is to start with the siren. Siren up the range. Now, many people make the mistake of trying to do this on a too loud a sound, too thick fold. And they get hit a wall. Oh, I flicked my brake. There's nowhere to go. So, we're going to do a bit of tilty. Get into kind of that little kind of really tiny sound and that really tilty sound. Now, also, we want a bit of sort of action going on up here. We need a bit of help, support. Muscles are going to help us to get the vocal folds to stay connected. Now, if you have any of these for your fitness, for getting fit, well, now you're going to get vocally fit. So you can pop one of these behind your head. Whoops. Oh. Right, you can pop this behind your head and just start to kind of feel if you kind of, with this elongated, so I'm not doing this, I'm not tipping my head back. What I'm doing is I'm kind of using that like a little kind of resistance, like the wall, yeah? So this is elongated up through the back of the neck. So we're not losing that. We're not dipping back. We're keeping it elongated, okay? So we've got that. I want you to give me a surprised face. Okay. And the head. And now you're going to do the tilty. And now we're going to... Now you can go from bottom to top, or you might want to start top to bottom with this. So effectively what we've got there is a bit of head and neck anchoring, controversial. We've got the face, which is actually kind of getting the muscles working in the face, but also lifting the soft palate. And we've got some nice, it's helping us to retract. So we're getting some nice retraction of the false vocal folds and also helping us to connect the true vocal folds. So we're going to get that nice clear sound. Now we can open that up. When you're kind of happy with that kind of siren sound, keep it on the thin fold. Keep it on a nice kind of light sound. We don't want it too thick. We can start opening it out onto different vowel sounds. Don't forget the stuff, yeah? Face, head, check in with the shoulders that they're not getting involved. We don't want other things getting involved. We're not getting all stiff here. And we have to keep the effort going. Because if we let the effort go, we end up with that again. The vocal folds come apart. You've got to keep the effort level. Singing, I know a lot of the time as vocal coaches, everyone get a bit more relaxed. But we can't sing like just like having a sleep. We've got sometimes it's work. It's not just easy. You got to work. You got to do some work. Thinking that surprise face. Tilt, tilty, tilty. Now we've not got we've got activation in the body. We're working. We're perky. We're getting the vocal folds to come together. Try it. That is going to help you a lot. Any questions on this? Please let me know. But yeah, that is a great tip. That massively has helped a lot of my students to find that connection, to really kind of like work this. But we've got to work. We can't go to the end point. You might be thinking, yeah, but I want a really big kind of powerful belty sound up there, or I want this, that, and the other. You've got to start with understanding how to get the vocal folds connected up and down the range on a nice light sound to start with. And then we can kind of like beef it up and make it bigger and make it more powerful. And I think a biggest tip for singers is to stop rushing to the end point. Yeah. We always, there's the stages to get there. And if you go through those stages, you'll get to that end point quicker. If you don't, and you just keep trying to get this kind of end result that you've got in your mind, that you're hearing and you're picturing, you're going to keep hitting a wall and you're going to have to keep going back again. So sometimes we have to work the lighter connection before we can start really getting that big, massive sound. I think it's really important. And that's been a really important thing for me and for my students to understand. Sometimes big sounds don't mean big feeling inside. So let's, anyway, that's a whole other video. We'll do that another time. So it's been lovely to see you and to teach you again today. Don't forget, grab my free vocal course on power, pitch and tone. And you can grab that by clicking the link in the comments below. And I will see you again soon at Singer's Advice.